just in general, like stressing out over things together is really like fun because we bond really well over that.
Probably float building, because I get to watch people do work and I get to grade them on it. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'd say float building or the retreat this year was really great.
I think just having Kaufman for the assemblies was really fun. It was such a great experience. It's really sad that we don't have Kaufman anymore.
I like when we did like fun curriculums.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like hide and seek. Hide and seek is always really fun.
Steal the bacon.
Float building's always like a fun process.
Oh yeah, float building.
Yeah.
It's like tiring but fun.
Just like anything that involves just the whole class.
The retreat junior year homecoming was memorable.
I liked homecoming. It was pretty fun.
I really liked doing homecoming, even though like I wish that I was in the audience. Like the games that we do are just so funny to watch.
My favorite moment is actually retreat when we played basketball with this guy.
My favorite moment was probably the homecoming rally when like we were setting up and like in between the two rallies, because it was just like, or even the rally in general, like leadership. That was just, man, that was a great moment.
Retreat.
No, retreat was like probably the most fun I've had in leadership.
That was leadership peaking, and then
it.
Yeah, mine's retreat also. I did it all night. It was great. I drank like 6 cups of coffee.
Hanging out with Kyle Choi.
Y'all know every single day? Yeah.
the policy meeting. We came in not knowing a lot, and then we got attacked because we didn't know, even though nobody told us. I don't know, it was just weird.
They just like listening to Knopf yell at our committee like every day.
Probably.
There was this one time I couldn't operate a microwave. Then Joey came and just did it like in 10 seconds.
So that was for our movie night where I think like 4 people showed up and like 3 of them were from middle school. That was pretty cool.
They're all from middle school actually.
No, Jason and Salmon showed up. Okay,
Well,
so like 5. Yeah.
It was a failure.
It was that big failure.
My first Mr. AHS, a lot of the other guys were really cool, made it pretty easy. However, it was still my first one, and I was a lowly sophomore, and I was a little embarrassed about everything that was going on.
I guess this year's Mr. AHS, I was. Yep.
You killed it though.
That's not. Yep. Okay.
I'm not saying that sarcastically either.
Yeah, I know. But the otter pop thing last year. We tried to freeze the otter pops the night before, but then only like 5 of them froze, and the rest of them just did not freeze.
Yeah, apparently they take a very long time to freeze. Who would have thunk it?
Freshman year, or maybe it was sophomore year, but if you don't know, I was class president. Kerrigan and I, we threw a fundraiser at Applebee's, and nobody came. Not a single person came.
I lost senior banquet photos.
When like Knock just calls you out in the beginning of class, and then just.
Oh, I just get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always want to fight. I'm gonna one of these things.
There was this one time when I had to do the newscast, and Megan just kind of took all my lines, and I just stood there awkwardly, and then it was displayed in front of the entire school.
The first time I ran a ballot by myself, like an e-ballot, it was for senior prom court, and I made the ballot and made it go public, and people started voting, and they weren't on the ballot. It was like Laura Vetter and Cameron, so I added them to the ballot late, and they didn't win. Might have won maybe if I'd put them on time.
I fell headfirst down the Little Theater stairs right before an assembly, with a fair amount of people in the audience watching me do that. Hurt. Winston Tran, Brandon Lee.
I
love Morgan Troy. Sammy, I love Sammy.
I love Sammy.
Sammy.
Ryan Melanson.
Ryan.
Conrad.
Just adorable. My girls, Tiff and Maddie.
Alexis Cantley.
I like Nick Chan. He's a cool
funny guy.
I like Claire. I think Eric. Chris Herpschick. Is that how you say his name?
Herpschick.
Herpschick.
Not Herpschick. I don't really care. Sorry, Chris.
He's such a meme.
Conrad! Oh my god. Conrad, come here! Conrad. Oh, my favorite little freshman.
Andrew.
He's not an underclassman.
Oh no, my boy Winston. That's the show.
It's either Yuli or Conrad.
Mine is probably Alexis Cantley.
I'd have to go with Conrad, just because I almost I asked him if he would, if he wanted to do Mr. AHS, and he was really cool about it. He took it on. I know that's a big, scary thing as a freshman. I didn't do that as a freshman. I was asked and I was too scared. But Conrad took it on like a champ. He did a great job.
I would say my sister, but Yuli is just an interesting guy. He's just a very interesting guy.
Actually, Nick Chan. I mean, hold on. Look at this kid.
No, you're cutting off his face.
Look at this dumb little kid. How could you not like him?
I like Lori. She's wholesome. Maddie and Tiffany.
Conrad and my boy Winston, dude. I play Fortnite with my bros. That's how we do it. Maka, bro. Maka ass, bro. What do you mean?
Kyung, Alexis, and Sammy. Because, well, I played volleyball with Alexis and Kyung, and that was really fun. And Sammy is just like, she's so funny to watch dance. It's so bad, but it's so funny. What the do you think that you're doing?
We were getting feedback for, you know, one of our intramurals, and it came back a little negative, and he was all like,
it always comes back.
Don't worry about them. There's some haters. They're just trying to bring you down. We're gonna do better on the next one. It's just growing. And I'm like, why are you so aggressive? Like, I don't care.
I remember like this one time I kept like laughing about something that Knox said, and he just like called me kooky like the whole day. Like whenever he saw me, he was just like, "How you're so kooky?" I'm like, "Thanks, Knock."
Knock just like, he'll make fun of you if you like have a crush on someone, or you're like, or you have a boyfriend. So probably that.
There was one day where I got Knox some lunch, and I wanted to take some, and then that was the day that I found out that Knock was a germaphobe, and ever since then I've teased him about it a lot. But yeah, I think just finding out that Knock was a germaphobe was really funny to me. It was a fun button I could push and kind of make fun of.
One time, Coach Percy, he told me to tie my shoes and run. Just, I don't know, and then walked away. So I didn't know what that meant, but yep.
Well, when I was a freshman, Purse would call me like an assortment of things. He would say I was a wingding, a puppy kicker. He would always say cut the cord and carry the bull. Knock used to always call me General Franco and Frankie. I don't really like that, but it's okay.
Yeah, Knock went off on me really badly around homecoming. I thought he was actually good. Like, he was psychotic.
Junior year, I had just joined leadership. I was in clubs committee, and we were doing this like a clubs day meeting, or like a new clubs meeting, and I was just like completely new. It was like beginning of the year, and he was like, "It's gonna get balls to the wall."
I don't like Kyla. I'm just kidding.
It's like, what the hell is balls to the wall? What does that even mean?
Purse, okay, if you're here at senior send-off, I don't think you are Purse. If you're here, that's a miracle, and I'm very happy that you're here. It's great. But you've said some pretty kooky things to me, Purse, over the years. Like, I don't even know what the hell. Sometimes you say stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, but I kind of get what you're saying, but not really. Moo. Don't forget me when you're famous.
He calls me
like, what?
He calls me Win, and like if you know me, you know that I hate being called like just Win. Sometimes he's like Win Dog, and I'm like.
He's asked me about 5 times if I'm a junior.
Yeah. He always forgets, and he's like, and then I was
He asked me what I was doing. He asked me what I was doing next year, like in leadership, like what position I was going for, and I was like, I really hope I'm not here next year. Like, I hope I'm off at college.
And every time he sees me in the hall, he goes, moo.
No. I'm old, you're young.
He does this thing, he goes, or I don't know how.
Just anything that comes out of Purse's mouth. Purse often says, thank God your last name does not start with a P. And I don't quite understand what he means by that.
Wait, what? Purse's phase asking everyone if they believe in love at first sight.
Yeah, that was
a bit weird.
That was a good one.
And then something happened, because a year later we asked him again, and he said, no, don't believe in love at first sight. It's like, who hurt you? Oh my god.
And we were bound to the city light, flashlights when we fall.
Yes.
I really like curriculums. I think they're really fun. You get to like play games and hang out with people. I feel like each committee has a lot of dynamics and a lot of different personalities in them. And I think that within leadership, when you're kind of like brought together and forced to work on like a project together, it really brings out different aspects of people's personalities and like how hardworking they are, the different ways that they come up with solutions to things. And I think it's just really interesting to see a different side of people that's different from what people would see like in day-to-day within their classes, because leadership brings out a different part of someone.
I like all the leadership jokes that are made about me. Yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
I just like the people. The people in leadership is really fun.
I definitely think I've gained a lot of experience and I've matured a lot, and I think I've really grown from the experience, even though it was super stressful, which I think is good too, because you get to experience what it's like to have a lot of like pressure on you, especially for when you're older and you have a job that requires like a lot of pressure. It's also helped me determine what I don't want to be when I'm older.
It's a great access to social outings. That sounds weird, but like
That's true.
you're really like involved when it comes to things like the homecoming rally and prom and like any sort of school event, which like those might go over the heads of a lot of kids at our school, but for us like it's important. And I like that. It teaches you like simple life skills like checking your email every day and how to call someone on the phone, which is super important, and like being just responsible adults.
It taught me how to talk to people. Like dealing with personnel is sometimes not the easiest thing, and you know, you just kind of learn to pick your battles.
And it gives you thick skin too.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
And it teaches you how to deal with your own failures, because everyone messes up.
Right.
Like,
I'm here for the women.
I'd say it's definitely good to see how a lot of the school operates, you know? A lot of the events, at least. See the inner workings.
It's all a bureaucracy.
Woo! Updating the publicity board every month. Spreading school spirit.
I love the community from leadership, like especially after retreat. Everybody, like all grades, everybody in each class felt like so much closer, and I feel like because of leadership, I have one more fun because like I know all these people now.
Join leadership for clout.
Even though we get so much hate.
Yep.
And I love my committee because like even though we're kind of like an oddball group, and like we're just like we just have a lot of fun, and yeah, we do a lot of like, since our work is like every single month, we actually like do a lot of work, and it's fun to see like people like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
My favorite part of leadership is the people around me. I love talking to people. I love interacting with people. Favorite thing about my committee, they're hardworking.
I really just love being involved with the school, and like it's funny because a lot of people like it's just nice to know what's going on in the school. Like, you know, every event, and you're a part of a really big thing, and you get to be a part of like different classes.
What Huey said.
What did Huey say?
I don't know.
All right, what Huey said.
What I really like about my committee is that we get to go for lunches and we talk about boys and gossip and all that jazz.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. It's okay. You can stare, I don't mind. If you are interested in seeing more beautiful and talented Alameda High School men, come see Mr. HS on Friday, March 23rd at the Little Theater at 7 p.m. If you are interested in participating as a contestant, please email your name and grade to this address. See you there.